Am I? It says I'm live. It says I've been live for 27 seconds. It's a long time. If you think about it, it's a really long time. Don't think about it. It'll only go to YouTube view and your stream. Yeah, I'm just trying this out. I tried this last week. It didn't work very well. I deleted the stream, the video. And that's literally something. See, look at my face is a lot brighter now. Look, there's all my... When I open a new tab, it shows all my bookmarks. And I don't want that. I don't want to see any motherfucking bookmarks. I'm going to check this out on my, what shall we call it? Twitter. No, not Twitter. New login alert. There was a new login on your account. I hope it was Kenny Logins. That guy fucking rocks. Can't even see my microphone, hey? Fucking rocks. That's what I wanted to do. This is my curtains behind me. It's curtains for me. Behind me. Got it. This is great. I'm like, let's use Streamlabs so that we can visualize what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at. Does it have the blinky light? Hey, there's a new thing on my phone. There's now a yellow button on top of it that I had never seen before. I assumed something was covering it. Yeah. There was a thing on my thing. I don't care. Let's go to my profile. I don't want my, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. My bookmark bar, I guess it's called. I just call them links, I think. I don't want that. To link to Streamlabs? I'm not a fan of that. Oh, I could just use this window and come back to it. Let's go to minds.com. No, let's go to youtube.com. I'll be signed in on my... that's great. I'm so happy about that. I need to clear. I need to use a different browser. I tried using... I just don't want all my private... This is great. This is working out great. Very happy about this. YouTube. Sign in with a different account, please. I don't like this. I don't like people seeing all my shit. You know what? Let's just go back to that other fucking thing. Celebrating days and stuff. Yeah, see? Now you can see my face. How I can see my face. Can't really see my apartment, which is what I'm going for right now. You don't need to see it. You're not going to like it. Just because I have such a cool apartment that just matches me and my coolness doesn't mean you need to see it. You motherfuckers. You fucking... So clearly, I'm not terribly comfortable with this yet, but we will be. Nobody broke into my apartment today. Nobody broke in yesterday that I know of. Somebody just walked in. There was no breaking, just entering. National days in April. I don't know where we were. I think it was the 16th or the 18th or something. I don't want to... I want to lean back in my chair. Does this work? I need to zoom in on that. I'll do that some other time. Animal crackers. Animal crackers are not crackers. They're cookies. I don't know where that term animal crackers came from. It doesn't make any sense. Also, my microphone is blocking. And now it's not blocking. Whoa! Technology, hey? Literally. Wow. Oh, I'm going to open up my YouTube account. See how this is going. I have no viewers. I think I might need to turn my microphone up. I'm actually listening to myself on the stream How big am I in there? I think I'll make me a little bit bigger. What's that noise? What's that noise? Is that big enough? Is my dick big enough? Yes. There's not that much of a delay. Thought it would be more than that. Like, oh my god, who cares, right? Not me. How do I see if someone's chatting with me? Because I'm gonna want... Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do, but I don't want to have to... I have to fix some things before I do any of that. I guess I can just click back on here. See if anybody's chatting. Doesn't look like it. Says I have one viewer. That's me. Backed out. Giving you a rundown. Yeah, I can't change my settings right now because I don't want to be going through my Google Chrome web browser. I don't use Google Chrome. I use Dissenter, which is just some silly alt tech thing. Alt-right, really. It's all alt-right. Let's make this bigger. Move this over. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Move this over. Yeah, I'll make myself a little bit bigger. And then we can move this over. You can still see all the necessary things. I think. This is stupid. I'm a stupid idiot. Animal crackers are not a cracker. It's a cookie. We're doing a lightning round right now. I don't have any lightning visualization for you. National Columnists Day. So if you ever meet somebody who's like building a column, like they did in Greece, punch him in the face. He deserves it. Am I inciting violence? I'm like honestly throwing my arms up in the air. It's like I probably can't even make jokes. I can't make fucking jokes about punching people in the face on YouTube without somebody reporting me or something. If anybody was ever listening, I suspect they would be like, "Oh, you've been reported for inciting violence or something," which is such horse shit. National Lineman Appreciation Day. I believe a lineman is the guy who goes up on those telephone poles and changes things around. So on April 18th, I sure hope that you appreciated him. That's a long time ago, April 18th. I was still in self-isolation back then. But that's the last time I did one of these type of live streams. Was back then. I didn't do a good enough job of... You know what? I can open up Dissenter and it won't pick it up on here. That's smart. I can... I think I'm going to stream myself playing poker. And you're just going to watch me like, fuck! Damn it! Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Just that kind of thing over and over again. Not a very good poker player. I want to be. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just so stupid. Takes fucking forever to open up goddamn Dissenter. I think Dissenter is like, it's by Gab, but it's also Opera or Brave. Those are different web browsers. They talk about how those web browsers, they don't respect your privacy or something. But what, does Microsoft respect your privacy? I'm using Windows. I just assume that everything I do on Microsoft is on Windows is just being sent to some database where they'll eventually use that information to put me in jail or something. Why would they need to use information to put me in jail? Couldn't they just put me in jail? I don't think you can see my microphone. Oh, it's not in the shot. Oh, that's great. I would rather not have the microphone in the shot. There's really no need for it. Are we doing the lightning round? No, we are going to go to... You can't see what I'm doing right now. I am altering... Not altering anything. I'm sending out the notifications on Gab, Minds, and Twitter that I am currently live streaming on YouTube right now. It's fun. I sent one out on Twitter already, but it was an automatic thing that Streamlabs did, and it sent a link to my Streamlabs account. I don't know how the fuck that works. Oh, I got a view. Somebody viewed one of my videos since I last looked. I can't resist looking. I cannot be playing with my poker chips. I play with poker chips while I'm at my computer. It's a thing I can't really help. I just do it. If you ever watched people playing poker on Twitter, they're like doing that thing where they're like, shh, shh. I learned how to do that, and now I can't stop. It's, I have fidgety hands. I'm a tactile person. There's some kind of explanation for it. That has nothing to do with being homoerotic. Oh, that was me. I'm like, oh, somebody watched my video. It was me watching my own Streamlabs thing. How pathetic. All right, close this. So I'm going to videos. It's a shame you can't see this, but I mean, I type in Y for YouTube, right? And the first thing that comes up is some porn, and it's like, oh, come on. It's like, yeah, I know everybody watches porn, but you don't need to know which website I'm watching. You don't need to see any of that stuff. Nobody needs to see any of that stuff. It's just weird. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger. I'm so good looking, right? Like, I think this will work. Make this bigger. Is that bad? Because the bigger I make it, the more I can move it over without worrying about anything, right? I don't know. It's really big now. This is my background. I took this picture like 7 years ago. This picture right here, this is a little river that's by my home. I walked down there. There was a sunny day, and there's foam, and it made a rainbow, which I thought was pretty neat. So I took a picture of it because I am great, in case you haven't heard. And that goes to the bottom, and there's Chrome again. No, I'm too big. But now I'm too small. Does it really matter? I actually think that being able to see somebody when you're like browsing websites and stuff is almost kind of stupid. I used to watch people play Civilization on Twitch, and I'm like, why can't I see you? You're taking up space on the game. Yes, I can still follow the game just as well as if you weren't there, virtually 99% as well. But what do I need to see you for? It'd be like if I was watching a hockey game and it's like the announcers are here and here, right? Like, why do we need that for? I don't know, but people like it. They want to feel like they're part of it, or they want to see they don't. It's not that they want to feel that they're part of it. That is true. They do want to feel like they're part of it. What I was trying to say is that they want to feel some kind of connection with the person that they're watching. So if you can see him, it's like, ooh, I can see him. And I just don't give a fuck, you know? But that's me. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm just one of those kind of guys, literally. Now, what if we do a little bit of this? So it's not taking up too much space. And now I can make me bigger. We got that thing in the background. Oklahoma bombing. I think that's pretty good. What happened? I don't know. I'm trying this out. I think it even says so in the fucking thing. I should probably put like a different picture here. Maybe like a picture of me. Oh, what a fun day this is turning out to be. Oh yeah, I was busy. Trying out Streamlabs. Oh, there's no fucking upload thumbnail. Analytics. How do I get to... Like, here's my live stream, right? Analytics, view and live control room. That's what I want to do. It's one of the things that I want to do. I also want to send out a link. I think I'll be able to do that from the live control room. Webcam, stream. I don't know if this is better. Unfortunately, nobody's watching, so I can't get any kind of input. Input? Am I saying that right? Input? Is it unfortunate that no one's watching? I don't want to see the... I don't want to see... There. This is nice. Now you can't see the address bar or anything. Oh, so I could actually do just about anything I want now in that window, but it doesn't matter. There we are, 16, 17, stream settings, analytics, stream health, enable auto start, enable auto stop. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out what the delay is like. If I'm going to play poker on here, I'm going to need to like set up a much longer delay than what I have. No one's going to watch me. I play very small stakes poker. It's like almost not even real. Oh yeah, there's a big delay. 360 video, enable DVR. Oh, okay. Enable auto stop, enable auto start. I don't know what the fuck that is. Ooh, excellent condition. That's nice. Edit. How do I edit this? Check out my social media. Change thumbnail. Oh, there's a thumbnail. It's good enough. Wait, can I take a picture that way? Uh-oh, I have to make an age restriction. Can I do all this in Streamlabs? I don't know. Am I talking to anybody right now? No. Age restriction. I don't give a fuck if a child watches this, but maybe YouTube does. You know, they're always looking for excuses to kick people off. Unless you're towing the party line, I guess. This is very slow. I have 2 different web browsers up, which can't be good for the... I don't have a very good computer. My computer's actually 5 years old, which is pretty old for a computer. But I don't play that kind of video game, so it's not really going to matter now, is it? I'm playing with my poker chips, and now I'm putting them back. Yeah, I'm wiping my nose. Touching my fucking nose. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Maybe I'll just call it quits, and I'll try this again next time. Skipped frames. Yeah, it's because I got too many web browsers open. This motherfucker can't handle that many web browsers. There. Everything's fine now. Skipped frames detected. 16% over last 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago. Yeah, 2 minutes. I guess I'm not going to quit. We're going to do the... I don't care if you can see me wipe my nose. I have to do it. National Auctioneers Day. Oh my god, it's skipping so many frames. A few seconds ago. Well, tough shit, losers. Deal with it. National Record Store Day. Record stores are pretty cool, I guess. I don't care for it. I'm all about the digital music. Give me the fucking streaming service. National Amaretto Day. Amaretto's a type of wine. That's interesting. National Garlic Day. Look out, vampires. National Hanging Out Day. Oh, that's great. There's so many of these things that you see. Not so many. There's a few. And you're like, oh, that's great. We can't hang out during a pandemic. National North Dakota Day. Fuck North Dakota. I'm all about South Dakota. Mount Rushmore for life. National Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day. What a stupid thing that is. Let's all commemorate that time Oklahoma City got bombed. April 20th. Yeah, April 20th. National Cheddar Fries Day. I like French fries. I love French fries. I love cheddar. I don't know if it's a great combination. I think if you have really good French fries, you don't need to add anything special like cheddar. But then, hey, let's show a little bit more on my chest. But I like poutine. But I'm not like poutine is so amazing. One of those guys, you know. People just like to say that they like poutine. It's not one of those things where it's not. And I'm not saying that they don't like it. I'm not saying they're faking liking it. I'm saying that they don't like it as much as they pretend to. People act like, oh, poutine, man, I love poutine. Oh, Canada, poutine, right? French, oh yeah, poutine. Like, yeah, we get it. French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. It's good. So what? National Lima Bean Respect Day. There's no reason to respect a lima bean. It's a stupid little food. National Lookalike Day. Oh, isn't it like Doppelganger Day? One of my favorite things I'm exaggerating now. I'm saying one of my favorite things on Facebook. I really enjoyed on Facebook when they would have Doppelganger Week, and you would post your Facebook profile picture would be your doppelganger. I'm doing air quotes. And all the girls, their doppelganger would be a girl that was a lot prettier than them. And it's like, yeah, people say I look like her. It's like, no, they're being nice. You don't look like her. She's pretty. You ain't. Or maybe you're kind of pretty, and that girl's really pretty, but you ain't. So I'm really losing some I'm hoping that, yeah. Okay. I'm hoping that the lost frames is a thing of the past. National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. I don't know that I've ever had a pineapple upside down cake. I would probably like it because it's a cake. I don't really like the idea of a pineapple cake. You might think I'm sacrilegious for thinking that pineapple is good on a pizza and not a cake. I don't know. Ugh. Does that help? National Chocolate Covered Cashews Day. Never had that. It's probably good. It's chocolate. It's cashews. Why not? National Kindergarten Day. Why is that April 21st? Why wouldn't that be September something? Maybe around April is when they get out of school. Kindergarten. I have almost no memories of kindergarten. Yeah, almost no memories of it whatsoever. National Yellow Bat Day. I don't know what that is. Well, you know what? Let's click on it. Now that I can actually visualize with the people. You can't see it. What if we... No, that's not what we want to do. What if we move this over? Is that better? Well, yes, it's better, but is it good? Is it going to work for all times? Well, let's go to there. Yellow Bat, 1967, the Army activated. 265th Army. Am I missing something? No. Well, a little bit. Missing a little bit of that H, it looks like. No. I don't know. It looks stupid. It's an Army thing. I don't care. I care about the Army. They're brave people. I don't care about whatever that is. National Library Workers Day. Give me a break. Library workers. They don't do very much work. National Earth Day? So is that just a day and not a day of the week? Okay, National Earth Day. It's always fun. I won't do it right now, but go back and look at the predictions from the first National Earth Day. Doom and gloom in 10 years. Doom and gloom in 10 years. They just keep predicting all this doom and gloom. It never comes to be. And they're still doing it, and it's actually even more pronounced now. People are more convinced than ever that the Earth is, like, falling apart. Show me the Earth falling apart. Anybody. Show me something convincing. Not just, oh, look, the glacier melted. Okay. Glaciers don't last forever. But did you know that, and this is just something I heard, I don't know if it's true, that we have more glaciers now than ever. I heard that. I don't know if it's true. Is it glaciers or ice caps? The Earth isn't falling apart. Ocean levels may rise, but there's nothing we can do about that. It's a hoax, in my opinion. There may be some truth to it, but the idea that we just need to just destroy our economy to fix it is like, give me a break. We need to pollute to keep our society going the way it is. And if pollution's a problem, let's not pollute as much. We'll figure something out. You don't just get rid. It's like the idea that we're just gonna stop using fossil fuels and we'll just start using these other ones that are really expensive and don't work very well. That's like quitting your job and then thinking like, well, that will force me to get a new job. Like, okay, if you have a job at 7-Eleven and you quit your job to force you to get a new one, good. You could probably go out and get a like job, something as good as 7-Eleven. Something as good or slightly worse, slightly better. Doesn't really matter. You're kind of splitting hairs at that point. If you're like a corporate fucking some guy making $70,000 a year, and you're just like, I'm gonna quit my job and that'll force me to get a new one. Yeah, at 7-Eleven. Unless you have people just throwing your offers your way. If you don't have another job lined up, don't quit your job. That's very stupid. That's like what people are doing with this climate change and getting rid of the way that we do business right now, in my opinion. National Girl Scout Leaders Day. Wow, Girl Scouts. Who cares? National Jelly Bean Day. I don't like jelly beans. I like Jelly Bellies. I don't know when Jelly Bellies came around. I know that I didn't... Let's find out. When did Jelly Belly jelly beans come out? I'm going to say like 1957. No, 81. 76. I don't care anymore. Just play my damn music. No. Yeah, I know. Play the music. I'm not listening to podcast. There we go. 1976. Those things are good. But if your generic jelly bean, ugh. Do children even like those stupid things? I doubt it. National Administrative Professionals Day. I think that's secretaries. It's like you can't just call them secretaries anymore. You have to expand it and like put in the word administrative and professional. It's like, no, you're just typing. You're setting up meetings for your boss, and it's a skill. But you're a secretary. Just stop it. National Bookmobile Day. We're not doing that this year. National Cherry Cheesecake Day. Love cheesecake. I'm like a eat one piece of cheesecake type of guy, and then that's enough for me. I gotta stop because it's so rich. I can't eat rich food in ad nauseum. I will get nauseous. I just don't want it anymore. I don't know why. Cherry cheesecake, yes, cherry cheesecake. I like some cherry. I would prefer blueberry. I would probably prefer strawberry. My wife is like, just fuck all these berries. Just give me some fucking cheesecake, motherfucker. National Lost Dogs Awareness Day. That's stupid that you would have a specific day for that. If you lose your dog, what are you gonna wait till? It's like November. It's like, well, I gotta wait 6 months for my dog, to try and look for him. I'm just gonna be totally unaware that I don't have a dog right now. 6 months though, I am on that shit. National Picnic Day. You could do that one during a pandemic. National Take a Chance Day. Well, take a chance on a picnic during a pandemic. That's an idea. I'm really fortunate that I live in a place where we have not been harassed at all by our leaders. I go out for a walk with my wife all the time. We see other people walking. You see like people that probably don't live together. Like you see like a group of 50-something-year-old people together, a man and two women, or vice versa, and maybe they live together. Maybe they're polygamous or something. National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. I don't know what Shakespeare talked like. I haven't seen any quotes other than his writings. Aren't we already talking like Shakespeare? Didn't he like change our language by like 40% or something? That's really remarkable. I mean, I don't give a fuck about his stupid plays. It's just, wow, look at this guy murdered that guy. Wow, and it's all iambic pentameter. But you gotta admit that guy was. I mean, has anybody ever done what he did? Where you introduce all these new words to the language, you change the way an entire language talks. That's pretty cool. And then not long after that, it became the dominant language in the world. National Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day. Again, I don't think that one's happening this year. National Pigs in a Blanket Day. A wiener wrapped in a pancake. I don't think I would like it. I like ketchup on my hot dog. But if I'm just having a wiener, which I will do from time to time, I'll put mustard on it. Seems like the more adult thing to do. National Teach Children to Save Day. That's a great idea. I don't think people teach their children to save. Or maybe they do, and they're just like, why should I do that? I'm getting tattoos. I'm going to buy a fucking new stereo for my car. I just got paid, baby. And then 10 years later, it's like, you could have an extra $20,000 in your bank account, which you could use to make a substantial change in your life. Or you could have a bunch of things that you enjoyed for a week, and then it just sort of, you know, that's what people do. They buy things that they enjoy for the short term. They give you a boost for a little while. Things like expensive shoes, things like car stereos, tattoos. They make you feel like, yeah, for a little while, and then it doesn't last very long, and you have a baseline happiness. Then these purchases that you make, they put you up here for like a little while, and then you quickly go right back down. And if you're so much better off just saving your money, even whether you make a little bit of money and you have $5,000 saved up after 10 years, or a lot of money and you have $200,000 saved up after 10 years, or you have a medium amount of money and you have $20,000 saved up after 10 years, if you think long term, you're going to be much better off if you're able to save. I mean, maybe you don't make enough money that you can save. Every paycheck that you get just goes to your living. And you have to buy things to make yourself happy, too. It's just people spend lots of money all the time on things that give them little boosts of happiness. And I personally think that's a really bad idea. National Arbor Day. I'm not sure what an arbor is. I don't care. National Hairball Awareness Day. How stupid. National DNA Day. That must have been when the first time they sequenced DNA, or they used it in a crime or something. Cricks and Watson and Cricks, the guys who sequenced it. I could have just said Cricks and Watson. I don't know which order you're supposed to say it in. National East Meets West Day. Very dumb. National Hug a Plumber Day. Don't hug plumbers. They're gross. They got their fucking ass cracks sticking out. Like, give me a break. That's a cliche, a stereotype. It's probably true. I don't know if I've ever met a plumber. I know they make pretty good money. Sometimes I think about, what if I had become a plumber, a welder, a carpenter, something where, you know, you're always in demand and you make good money. Could have a house and lots of money right now. Have like my retirement basically taken care of. Could retire when I'm like 55. Own a business. It's very dumb to think like that. Because what I should be thinking is, why don't I do that now? I'm 38. I could have 10 years from now, I could have a career, 48 years old, and then do it for another 15 years. And rather than bum around doing fucking comedy videos or stand-up comedy, which I have never made any money at, other than to be paid $50 for a show here and there. National Telephone Day. What the hell's that? People apparently still use telephones. I wouldn't call this a telephone. This is a cellophone. Neat. National Zucchini Bread Day. That sounds pretty good. National Kiss of Hope Day. I'm not doing that this year. National Pool Opening Day. Not doing that this year. National Rebuilding Day. Rebuilding what? National Sense of Smell Day. Yeah, go sniff things on the last Saturday in April. National Audubon Day. John J. Audubon, the most expensive book in the world, first edition book of written by John J. Audubon, illustrated. It was a thing about birds, an illustrated book about birds, as you would hear from Nirvana covering somebody. National Dissertation Day. From watching Home Improvement, the television show, I believe that means the thing that you write in order to finish your PhD. National Help a Horse Day. I've never helped a horse. I don't like horses. I'm afraid they're going to kick me. I know it's rare, but so is skydiving accidents. No, I'd go skydiving. I don't know. I don't want to be next to like a 2,000-pound animal that could end my life just because it's like, you're petting it and it's like, oh, I don't like to be pet there. Smack, and you're dead. Like my cat, pet it somewhere it doesn't like, bites me, I'm not dead. Horse, you're dead. National Kids and Pets Day. I guess you're supposed to pet your kids? You know what? I have nothing more to say about it. National Pretzel Day. Pretzels are interesting. I prefer the soft pretzels, the big ones. Lots of salt, but not the big hunks of salt, just salt. I don't know how you attach the salt to it. I guess you dip it in butter, maybe? Dip it in melted butter and then sprinkle it with salt. That sounds pretty good. Maybe I'll have one right now. Can you read my prescription? I hope not. I'll bet someone could if they really wanted to. National Richter Scale Day. Oh, it's a 7.2 on the Richter scale. Oh, I had a dream last night that I was in an earthquake. And things were just going back and forth like this. All of a sudden, like I was on a couch and I was doing this. And then I jumped on the floor and I pulled my wife down. And I was like, if we die, we're dying in each other's arms. National South Dakota Day. Now we're talking about Dakota. Rushmore, baby. Currently reading a book about the carving of Mount Rushmore. Very interesting, as books tend to be. The guy who he didn't carve it, but the guy who designed it. By the way, if you haven't stopped to think about Mount Rushmore, what an absolute crazy thing. First of all, those heads are massive. Like, you could fit like the noses. Like, you can get like two people. It's like 12 feet tall for a nose. Right? So you think about, well, my nose is an inch. It's like 12 fucking feet for that nose. And then think about how big the rest of the head would have to be. And then they just carved it in a mountain. How do you do that? I have no idea how they did that. I'm reading the book about it. They're talking about blasting and smoothing and digging. And I'm just like, I don't know what any of that means. I can't even fathom. The guy who designed and organized the whole thing. Gutzen Borglum, at the time the most famous sculptor in the world, a eccentric genius, bald, which is unfortunate. You can see I have great fucking hair, so to me bald people are just kind of subhuman. But obviously he had something going for him, so we're not gonna get too upset about it. Good book. You know, lots of history about the South Dakota, the Black Hills, that whole thing. Always better than watching a documentary. Always better to read a book than watch a documentary. Takes longer, but then you get a lot more information. National Pet Parents Day. I don't know what that means. I guess that has to do with pets have to have parents. Or you call yourself a parent because you have a pet. I do that unironically with my cats. I'm like, oh, who loves daddy? Do you like to snuggle daddy? That kind of thing. I understand that I own the pet. It's just a cat, right? It's like unironically, but also tongue in cheek. I'm not pretending like, I plan on having kids one day. If I don't have kids one day, then it's not because I didn't want them. It's because it didn't happen. But I'm not going to sit around and pretend like my cats are my kids. Those people are fucking sad. National Babe Ruth Day. I read a biography about Babe Ruth. He was a very interesting guy. He grew up in an orphanage, and I didn't. Oh, right. I was like, I didn't tweet out or grab and mine's my live stream, but I just remembered that I was making my computer crash. Oh, I could do that on here. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like you can't see my address bar now, which is nice. Really interesting guy. Grew up in an orphanage. He played baseball there. He never learned how to swing a baseball bat properly, so he had this kind of unique way of doing it. And when he got to the majors, it was normal for people to hit a couple home runs every year. I think the record was like 11 or 12 home runs in a season. Baseball was all about get the ball in play, get on base, move the base runners around. Babe Ruth showed up. Well, first of all, he pitched. This was one of the best pitchers in baseball for a few years. And then he was like, look, I just want to bat, okay? And they were like, okay, we'll just let you bat for a while and focus on that. And then he hit like 60 home runs and just he became the all-time home run champ after a couple seasons or something. It was crazy. Very weird guy. He growing up in an orphanage, he didn't learn societal norms and stuff, so he would just go around doing what he did. Really, really interesting guy. There's a lot more to say about him, but it's hard to formulate those thoughts. I read a book, and first of all, it's hard to read every page and like actually pay attention to it. My mind starts to wander unless it's a particularly good book, in which case I will pay attention to almost all of it. But then even then, it's like, well, I can't remember everything that I've read. Some people can. God, how cool would that be? To be a speed reader, to be able to read like, I don't know, like 4 pages a minute, which would be substantial for me. And they read even faster than that. And just remember all of it and be like, oh yeah, this, that. And then like just sort of start reading back in your memory. Oh, well, I'm funnier than those people. Girls like that more than they like a guy with an amazing memory. National Devil Dog Day? I don't know what that is. It sounds dumb. National Tell a Story Day. Okay, this was April 27th, but I'll do it anyway. I shit my pants Well, I wasn't wearing pants. I was wearing underwear. I went to fart, and I diarrheaed on the floor. And it was great. National Blueberry Pie Day. Blueberry pie is okay. I prefer apple pie. National Brave Hearts Day. I don't know what that is. I know Braveheart, William Wallace. I have a book called Braveheart, The Legend of William Wallace. Similar to that title in some way. Haven't read it yet. I may never. I have so many books. I don't know if I don't have more books than I could possibly read, but it definitely would take me like a decade to read them all. Unless I set aside more time for it, but I don't have more time for it. National Great Poetry Reading Day. I hate poetry. Maybe I've just never heard good poetry, but I've heard supposedly good poetry. Perhaps there's a kind of poetry that would appeal to me, but I'd rather just listen to music or read a story about something instead of just somebody. I don't even know what poetry is for. You're describing something and you're doing it in a way where the words come together very nicely. Yeah, they have that with music. National Superhero Day. Don't like superheroes. It's just a bunch of fake bullshit. It's like, first of all, I don't like movies and novels because, it's just make-believe. But then you factor in like, well, this guy can fly for no reason. This guy got bit by a spider and he can, like, give me a break, superhero. Workers' Memorial Day. Yeah, you can die at work. If I die, I hope I die at work just so that, let's say if I had a choice between, being shot, or how about just, I'm at home and I'm cutting something and then ice slips out of my hand and just, my jugular's completely severed and I'm dead in 8 seconds. A choice between that and like dying at work, yeah, I'll choose work. That way, as long as I wasn't being grossly negligent, someone's gonna get a sweet payout from that, I think. Now we're on April 29th, National Peace Rose Day. I guess a peace rose is a rose that signifies peace. National Shrimp Scampi Day. I don't know what that is. I've heard of shrimp scampi. I don't know what the difference is between shrimp scampi and just some shrimp with butter. National Zipper Day. Zippers are pretty cool. It's kind of hard to believe that 200 years ago they didn't have zippers that I know of. And also another interesting thing, if you look at the back of your zipper, it will say YKK on it. If it's a standard like a zipper that you put on your that's on your jeans, just take a look at the underside of it. It'll say YKK. It's very weird. Denim Day changes annually. Well, why wouldn't it just be the same as Zipper Day? Why is it the same as Zipper Day this year? I don't know. April 30th, National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. Yeah, if you're going to get a cat, go get one from the shelter. I would prefer to have a kitten. I think kittens are adorable. But older cats, definitely, it usually takes a couple years for them to really get snuggly, which is the number one benefit of having a cat. National Bubble Tea Day. I think bubble tea sucks. It's not tea. It's a sweet, soft drink. Give me a break. National Bugs Bunny Day. What's up, Doc? Yeah. National Honesty Day. Every day should be Honesty Day. There's no reason to lie to people. Here's some exceptions. If somebody asks you a question that's none of your business, like, hey, have you ever done cocaine? And it's somebody that, like, you just say no. Don't say it's none of your business. You could say, okay, you could say it's none of your business. That person will infer that you have and that you don't want to admit to it. It's also good if you've never done cocaine to say it's none of your business. And if you're consistently just saying none of your business. But it's also okay just to say no. It's none of that person's business. You have no business asking me this question, so I'm going to lie to you. If somebody asks you a question where it's none of their business, it's just they're asking you something about your private life, it's okay to lie. As long as, like, there's no consequences regarding it. If that person can easily find out that you lied, then probably not a good idea. But even if, like, say the example of have you done cocaine, let's say that person finds out a year later and they're like, hey, you lied to me. And you'd be like, yeah, well, you shouldn't ask me because only a jerk would ask me that. Why would you ask me that? I ask people that question sometimes. I don't know, specifically cocaine. I've definitely said to people like, hey, have you ever done cocaine before? But I do that. I'm a funny guy, and I ask odd questions that seem out of place, and it's cute. National, if your wife says, like, hey, how does my hair look? Fucking fantastic. There's no reason to ever say otherwise. It doesn't matter. If she say not good, she's gonna have a fucking shame spiral, and you don't want that. How come I can't? Oh, yeah. National Oatmeal Cookie Day. April 30th has a lot of days. Oh, you can see it. Oatmeal cookies. I like oatmeal cookies. I don't see any reason to ever have one instead of a chocolate chip, though. National Prepare-a-thon Day. That's stupid. You're gonna do 26 miles of preparation. National Raisin Day. Well, of course, National Oatmeal Cookie Day. You gotta have raisins in an oatmeal cookie. You don't gotta, but you should. National Sarcoidosis Day. I don't know what that is. Let's click on it. See if the screen layout that I have here will allow the reader to see it. A non-contagious immune system disease. Okay, sounds like something I don't want. National Military Brats Day. Military brats. Give me a break. Oh, I'm an army brat. Yeah, I moved around a lot because my dad was in the army. Who gives a fuck? National Hairstylist Appreciation Day. I love the fact that there are black market hairstylists now because women be getting their hair cut and they ain't gonna let some fucking lockdown order stop them. So, fuck you, people who are trying to stop people from getting their hair cut. National Poem in Your Pocket Day. Hey, guess what? I don't care. You're never alone when you have a poem in your pocket. Who said you're never alone when you have a poem in your pocket? Jefferson? John Adams. Same diff. John Adams once said, "You will never be alone with a poet in your pocket." Right before she read it to me, I was like, "It's not poem, it's poet." I guess that's true. National Days in May. This live stream's been going on for almost an hour. 50 minutes. No viewers, no chat. Just the way I like it, suckers. Oh, what is this? I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, I clicked on weekly observations. How weak of me. National Days in May. Hey, excuse me. Okay. National Loyalty Day. You should be loyal every day. If you make friends, you can have acquaintances. If you're going to be friends with somebody, be loyal. Expect loyalty. If there's no loyalty, then just, make your distance. It's good to have a few very close friends. You can sort of call them out if you're like, hey, why didn't you have my back there? Like, oh, I don't know. It's like, dude, I got your back. Like, if you want to be my friend, I don't know. It's kind of gay to say all that stuff. Yeah. So loyalty, very important. If you're married, you have a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, you gotta be loyal. You always gotta take their side, unless they're being totally unreasonable. But if there's a minor dispute between that person and somebody else, you gotta take their side. May Day. I don't know what May Day is. I get that it's May and it's a day. Celebration of flowers in spring. Who cares? Got my capo on my hand. It is really on there. That's neat. National Mother Goose Day. I guess, what is that, like a character from poems or something? I mean, I know what Mother Goose is. Or do I? There's like children's stories. I don't know. National Chocolate Parfait Day. I don't mind those things. Again, a little too rich. Like that chocolate sauce in the ice cream. I'd rather have a little bit of strawberry and nuts. Law Day. Yeah, don't break the law on Law Day. School principal. Look at me. I'm playing with things. My shoehorn. I'm not trying to show you that I have a shoehorn. I cannot stop picking things up and touching them with my hands. I can when I'm over there at the kitchen table, which is where I almost always do my live streams. But I'm over. If I could show you my desk, I have pens, 2 hairbrushes, more pens, chapstick, my capo, guitar picks. Here's my guitar. I'm a tactile fella. School Principals Day. I never had a school principal that I liked. One of them was okay. The other one was an asshole. But maybe he was just trying to fill in the gaps where I was lacking discipline. Silver Star Service Banner Day. Pfft. That's a lot of words. National Space Day. That's fun. I guess that would be space, right? Outer space? Not like living space. School Lunch Hero Day. How dumb is that? What is that? Like, you have heroes going around delivering lunch to schools? Not this year. Not when... National Truffle Day. Truffles are a type of mushroom, I think. Pigs, like, sniff them out? It's a weird thing. National Life Insurance Day. Neat. Kentucky Derby for Saturday in May. They didn't have that this year, did they? I think horse racing is dumb. It's like, wow, let's all gamble to see who's right about which horse will finish first. National Fitness Day. Okay. I guess, people should just be fit. You shouldn't have to be told to be fit. I mean, if you're not, then you either have terrible parenting or you're just really stupid. Or possibly both, right? But if you're just lazy and you need to get back into fitness, I guess that would be a good reminder. National Scrapbook Day. National Home Brew Day. That's cool. If you like beer, go ahead and make your own, I guess. I don't know. You're not going to be able to make it better than a microbrew. National Join Hands Day. Join hands with what? We're not doing that this year. So many things. It's like, no, it's not happening this year. National Bombshells Day. Now, is that big stories? Is that blondes with big boobs? Or is that actual shells that you fire at your enemy when you want to explode him? National Start Seeing Monarchs Day. I guess that would be the butterfly, right? But why not Monarch Butterfly Day instead of just monarchs? Free Comic Book Day! Yes! I'm done. Can't do this anymore. I fucking had it with anybody who's watching this, which is nobody. And I just have to say that I love you, Tube. Please, please love me back.